Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Executive Director of Marketing for Isuzu Commercial Truck of America, Mr. Brian Tobble.
Thank you, and thank you for attending Isuzu's presentation, The Power of More, at the 2020 NTEA Work Truck Show. All of us at Isuzu want to congratulate Steve Carey and the NTEA team on their 20th anniversary of the Work Truck Show. In the last 2 decades, we've seen it grow from a small trade show to an event that takes up this whole Indiana Convention Center and has become the largest true medium-duty industry event. So happy anniversary and congratulations on a tremendous work truck show. Isuzu has been in attendance for the last 20 years because the work truck show gives us an opportunity to talk to, listen to fleet buyers, body and equipment companies, our dealers, our current and potential customers, and of course, members of the press. Over the years, the Work Truck Show has been an opportunity for us to reveal new products, announce production plans, unveil enhancements to our programs, introduce applications, and even more. And this year certainly qualifies as more. For example, you'll see that we have more than just trucks in our booth this year. You may have noticed a man over here in the booth with a chainsaw, but not to worry. That's the award-winning wood carver, Sam Dunning, and he will be just demonstrating his craft today and tomorrow. Sam will be creating some special items that we'll be auctioning off for charity at the end of the show tomorrow. But that's not all. This year, we're displaying more trucks upfitted with bodies than we ever have before, to show you many of the different applications that our chassis support. There are 7 that you'll see here in the booth. They include a cement truck back over here. You see an FTR rollback carrying a Camaro. And my personal favorite is the craft beer truck, well, dispensing nitro coffee today. You'll find that we have 2 more Isuzu trucks out in the Crossroads corridor. An NPR gas truck with a NAP-hide utility body, and an NPR-HD with an Alltech spray body. We also have 2 N-Series cabin chassis on display. Now that may seem less rather than more, but these 2 trucks and what powers them are the real reason we're here today. They represent the next phase in evolution of the Isuzu product lineup. To tell you about them, it's my pleasure to introduce the president of Isuzu Commercial Truck of America and the president of Isuzu Commercial Truck of Canada, Mr. Sean Skinner.
Now, we had a head start because we've been in the North American market since 1984, but I feel that we've kind of grown up together along with the NTEA. Sales of Isuzu brand trucks have grown over 52% since back in 2001 when they first started the show. In fact, last year was our second best year ever with sales of 23,550 units. And that was second best only to the year before. In fact, the last 6 years have been the highest 6 volume years for the Isuzu brand in the North American market. And we feel we are just getting warmed up. And like the NTEA Work Truck Show, we are planning to continue to grow for the next 20 years and beyond. As we look to the future, there are going to be challenges, but we feel that there's also tremendous opportunities. Some of the major challenges that we'll face in this decade are going to be the results of emission regulations, both CO2 and NOx, and some are defined, but some are still works in progress. These regulations will challenge our entire industry. But despite these challenges, we see tremendous upside in the next 5 years. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, we can expect a steady increase in gross domestic product between now and 2024, matched by steady growth in business investment over the same time frame. In addition, the population of working age adults is going to increase dramatically between now and the year 2050 and will continue to climb until the end of the century and beyond. But unlike the population of growth in the mid-20th century, we don't anticipate that these adults will be found living in suburbs. Instead, every indication is that there will be significant growth in urban areas, particularly in cities of more than 1 million. That's great news for the industry as a whole because dense urban markets need medium-duty trucks. But it's even better news for our dealers, us, because Isuzu's market share grows in larger, more densely populated urban areas. That's because our trucks are uniquely suited to address the demands of densely populated urban markets. Our low cab forward design offers a tighter turning radius for better maneuverability on narrow city streets. It also allows for a larger box while taking up a smaller footprint, increasing productivity and profitability and allowing our trucks access to more tight parking spaces and narrow alleyways. Our cab design gives drivers better visibility to help them deal with obstacles like parking meters, fire hydrants, and pedestrians. So it's no wonder that our market penetration in these urban markets is so strong. And we expect more market share growth even because of these adults are going to be buying goods and services online. The decline in traditional bricks and mortar retailing, along with the simultaneous growth in e-commerce, will drive demand for medium-duty trucks, the trucks that deliver goods the final mile. We believe these factors will translate into good growth for the overall medium-duty segment, as you can see in this chart that takes us out until 2028. If we isolate classes 3 through 5, where our N series competes, the trajectory for the market is very strong. And especially we see opportunity to capitalize on rapid growth of gas sales in classes 3 through 5. Gas truck sales for us and for the entire medium-duty segment continue to grow. This chart that you're looking at right now shows how gas truck sales now account for about 50% of class 4 and 5 medium-duty truck sales. This increase in demand for gasoline-powered trucks, particularly in class 4 and 5, is good news for Isuzu, our dealers, and our customers. Yes, Isuzu is practically synonymous with diesel power, but don't forget, we have had a gas-powered truck in our lineup since 1994. With 26 years of experience, we are the leaders in the gas-powered low-cab forward market. And starting later this year, we will have 2 new gasoline engines that will lead us into the future. These are the engines that you'll find on our 2 display vehicles that are here today, the ones without bodies on them. Let's tilt the cabs and take a look. First, beginning later this year, the Isuzu Class 3 NPR and Class 4 NPR-HD will offer new 6.6-liter V8 gasoline engines. To be able to take advantage of the growth in the gas-powered segment of the market and to meet the challenging emission standards that lie ahead of us, we need to support our Class 3 and 4 gas truck business. And we're doing that by investing in a new 6.6-liter Gen 5 gasoline engine. This engine provides the optimum combination of increased fuel efficiency, improved acceleration, and outstanding durability, all while meeting the next set of restrictive emission requirements. Here are some of the engine highlights. Direct injection provides precise fuel control and more complete combustion for greater efficiency. Variable valve timing improves performance, economy, and emissions. This power plant generates 350 horsepower and a peak 425 pound-feet of torque at 3,800 RPM, and offers a generous new 38.6-gallon stainless steel fuel tank. Plus, it has a 200,000-mile design life. A cleaner, more powerful, more efficient engine that will meet the emission standards into the future. Now that's the power of more. And customers won't have to wait long for this advanced power plant. The new gasoline NPR and NPR-HD trucks will be assembled by our partners in Charlotte, Michigan, at Spartan, and they will start production of this in July of this year. I'll be specific about the year, 2020. Then later this year, we will begin introducing a new 6-liter V8 gasoline engine in our NQR and NRR, the first gasoline engine we've ever offered in a Class 5 low-cab forward truck. And in the case of the NRR, it's the first 19,500-pound GVWR Class 5 low-cab forward truck with a gasoline engine. That's a mouthful, but it is important. We talked earlier about the final mile and the growing urban population. Trucks are driving shorter routes these days, but they still need to go the extra mile with Class 5 payloads and the convenience of a gasoline engine in urban areas. This new engine will meet the demands of the future. This engine will be certified and supplied by Power Solutions International and built from a Vortec V8 block that has been customized to Isuzu specifications. The power plant produces 311 horsepower and generates 353 pound-feet of torque and will be mated to a 6-speed Allison 1000 RDS transmission with power takeoff, or PTO. This will be the first time Isuzu has offered a PTO in a gas-powered truck, and this will be especially useful for vocations that require that kind of capability. Like our new Class 3 and Class 4 gas trucks, both the NQR and NRR will also offer a new 38.6-gallon stainless steel fuel tank for extended driving ranges. Owners and fleet operators can choose between a standard cab with seating for up to 3 or the crew cab that has seating for up to 7. Spartan will also be assembling these trucks starting later this year, and we anticipate availability in the fourth quarter of 2020 or early in the first quarter, of 2021. We're very excited about these new gasoline engines because they allow us to meet the upcoming new and stringent emission requirements and meet the needs of our dealers and our customers as the market evolves. But these engines we are introducing today are just the latest steps in the ongoing evolution of our lineup. We have 150 employees, some of them here today, at the Isuzu Technical Center of America in Plymouth, Michigan, where we're focused on engineering research for the North American market. Our ongoing relationship with General Motors, which dates all the way back to 1971, allows us to bring the 6.6-liter V8 to market and promises more to come. And within the last few months, our parent company, Isuzu Motors Limited of Japan, has formalized partnerships with the Volvo Group to form a strategic commercial alliance and establish a global technological partnership, with Honda R&D to undertake joint research on hydrogen fuel cell-powered heavy-duty trucks, and with Cummins to evaluate and carry out opportunities to jointly develop and bring new diesel and diesel-based powertrains to global markets. And we continue to explore advanced technologies like automatic emergency braking and other driver assist systems, autonomous driving, and electrified vehicles. At Isuzu, we are proud to be the medium-duty, low-cab forward truck experts. We intend to maintain that status. We know we are in the right place at the right time for the challenges and the opportunities that lie ahead. And I promise you that there is much more to come. So thank you again to all of you for coming. We appreciate you being here. And I'm going to turn things back over to Brian Tauble, as long as he's out of Sam's cage in there, and then he's going to go ahead and wrap things up for you. So good to see everybody today. Your mic is working, right?
My work, yep, okay. I'm good. Well, thank you, Sean, I appreciate that. I want to encourage everyone to take a look at these hero cards we developed on these two engines, and we'll have them on the tables throughout our booth, and encourage you to take them with all the additional information. But remember, this is all about more. So if you do have any other questions in regards to our products, please ask one of our Isuzu representatives with us in the booth. And I'd like to invite you to return to our booth throughout the show. Our Red Bull truck will be dispensing its famous energy drink, and our craft beer truck will be dispensing that high-octane nitro coffee throughout the show. Try them both. And heck, if you really want to make the show really interesting, why don't you mix them together? Finally, I want to remind you that our special guest woodcarver, Sam Dunning, will be with us today and tomorrow. And as I mentioned earlier, Sam will be creating some very special objects for us, and we'll be conducting a silent auction throughout the show, and all the money will be going towards charity. So you can come by, take a look, place a bid, and heck, if you want to, you can come back again and place another bid. Well, we'll be announcing all these results at the end of the show tomorrow. On behalf of all of us at Isuzu Commercial Truck, thank you and enjoy the rest of the Work Truck Show.